What's up, boys and girls? Back again after an exciting episode of Big Brother. Holy crap, it's Dick. Oh, you don't have to holy crap yourself, but it's okay. Um, Full of giggles. Hiya. Thanks for doing this again. Anytime. Well, no, not anytime, but yeah, every once in a while. How's that? I'm going to start the recaps. I think next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday show. I'll let everybody know when I'm going to be doing it and who I'm doing it with, and all that fun stuff. Oh, Stickum has all kinds of fucking hats. It's making me nuts. Did you just see Rachel and Cassie freak out? No, I saw leading up to it when she was with Jordan though. Uh, um, okay, so let's get rolling here. um, are you watching it now? No, I'm doing the chat right now. So we have 522 total viewers on over here and 102 over here. So over at Stickum and our TV Zone. So I'm hoping that we're back on the front page of Stickum, which probably will be soon. Dig, is Danny getting into another showmance with Dom? I don't think so. I hope not. I think that I think what she's doing is kind of stupid, to be honest with you. But hey, it's her game to play. It's her game to win or lose. Uh, and that's it. Is Danny with Rachel or Jordan? She should be with both of them. And from the conversation I just heard of with Jordan and Rachel, they're planning on sticking together, which is what they should do. They're the only ones that they can really trust. Um, Everybody else is just jumping on board to kiss their ass right now. Okay. Hey, all Rachel is crying and pissed right now. What the fuck is new? Uh, Check out Rachel and Jordan on Flashback. I just was watching it before I came in here. Jordan's voice was just between Jordan and Rachel. My head was going to explode. Uh, Jordan for finally having balls and telling Rachel off. Really? Is he called that called telling her off? Come on. It really wasn't telling her off. He was telling her what was up. Uh, Jordan's not going to play the game. Jordan wants everyone to like her. Period. That's it. That is Jordan's game. Dick, is it not mind-numbing to answer the same questions 2 days in a row? You should see my Twitter. Canadian fans, yes, you guys rock. Is it true you have to be 21 to be on Big Brother? Yes. And a Calgary viewer here. Is the screen froze up? What the fuck? Mine's not. Wow, Dick, you're echoing. I don't know how it could be echoing. How am I, Oh, the guy might have two tabs open. I'm hearing in my ear. Would you host Big Brother in Canada if they asked you? I didn't know that Canada had a Big Brother. Should Jordan... Okay, this is the question everybody's asking. Should Jordan backdoor Brendan and Rachel right now? No, that would be so fucking stupid. I think it's just a viewer's wish to get some drama stirred up. That would be the stupidest fucking thing that she could possibly do right now. Besides, Jordan is not going to make any enemies in the house. She's afraid she wants everyone to like her. Canada's Big Brother is French. Ha ha ha. Well, maybe we can figure that out then. Ha ha. It's my best Pepe Le Pew. I asked these French guys when I was on the set of Pirates, the French Pirates, I asked, what does Sacre le Bleu mean? And they all looked at me like I was out of my mind. I said, Pepe Le Pew always says, Sacre le Bleu. And I never knew what it meant. I always wanted to know. And I still don't know. What do you think about how Shelley is playing? Shelley's playing fine so far, but when you are playing both sides, who gets through the whole game playing both sides and doesn't get caught? Nobody. That's Dr. Will, even with him in the Final Four. Do you see the Vets making it to the Final Five? No. Dick, you are the brains of the group. Up to Danny now. How does it feel knowing that everyone in the house, other than Danny, is a complete fucking idiot? I'm not gonna even I gotta let that one go. I'm sorry. I think that Danny's game isn't as good as everyone thinks it is as well. I heard Dominic today on the feeds. Danny was in the shower, and Dominic turns to everyone in the kitchen and says, "Do you think Danny really likes anyone in this house?" And every single person in the kitchen said no, like without a beat. So Shelly doesn't know how to spell her name. I, I don't think it was her spelling. I would imagine it was her mother or father or both. As a fan, do you want Brenchel to go, or are you still watching it from a veteran game? I'm rooting for my Alliance right now. And listen, this is how it should go. Danielle should keep her mouth shut. Stop playing people against each other right now because I think that shit's going to catch up with her, number one. That's just my opinion. We'll see how it plays out. um, if she keeps her mouth shut about wanting, to split up Jeff and Jordan or Rachel and Brendan, I think she's pushing for Jeff and Jordan. All she needs to do is wait for one of the newbies to win HOH. It's going to happen. They're not going to win 4 fucking HOHs in a row. And when one of them wins it, that's when she needs to work on talking to people to get whichever one she wants nominated. And really, there's only 2 choices. It's either going to be Brendan and Rachel or Jeff and Jordan. And right now, it looks like it will be Brendan and Rachel. They're posing the biggest threat. Rachel thinks it's such a great thing that she's winning everything. And, this is like one of the stupid things in Big Brother. When people go in there, she's getting all cocky. She's getting snotty with people. And that's going to be her. She's playing the same game as last year, except for she has some backup this year. Evel, I'm so proud of Danny and her gameplay. Who do you think will go next? Well, Danny's safe for 4 weeks. She doesn't need to really do anything. Who do I think will go next? Cassie. Do I ever come to Chicago? No, I do. I would like to make it there sometime, though. I've heard great things about the city. I've been through Chicago, but not to Chicago. Amy tried hitting refresh. This just brings up a text box with a black box on the left-hand side. Any other thoughts? Yes, go to Stickam, stickam.com/rtvzone.com. The reason that there's only 98 chatters in here is we're still having problems with this chat. This chat should hold up to like 250 people, and we've not been able to get there yet with it. So we're having issues with it. That's why I'm broadcasting on Stickam as well. Over at Stickam, I'm looking at 335 viewers, almost 800 total. So, do you disagree with Werrigan when he says Jordan is the most underestimated player in Big Brother? There's not a lot that Reagan says that I agree with so far as the game. It's not exactly like Reagan had a great game. Jordan is a floater. Jordan will be a floater once Jeff is evicted. The same thing's going to happen. They just need to get her out before she gets to the end because she's so nice to everybody. That's her whole game. Danny and Jordan are trying to straighten Rachel out and get her to stop being like catty and blow all their game. No kidding. What do you think of the paramedics coming tonight? Well, actually, that was a few days ago. And Jesus Christ, Kalia, give me a motherfucking break. I think that the medic and the producers should have stood her up and smacked her across the face and told her to stop being such a whiny bitch. There's nothing fucking wrong with her. Give me a goddamn break. Kalia is a waste of fucking space in the goddamn house. I don't know how she got in there. What if Jordan and Jeff make an alliance with Dominic, Rachel, or Dominic, Danielle, Cassie, and Shelly, then backdoor Brendan and Rachel? Stupid move. Stick with your fucking alliance until they go individual. I never watched you on season 8. I was really looking forward to seeing you. I was looking forward to you seeing me too. Um, do you wish, there's another question I get all the time. Do you wish you really had the chance to lay into Rachel? Eventually, I'm sure I would have. And she gets so bent out of shape and gets so hurt so easily. And she thinks so much of me, she probably would have like crumbled on the spot. So I'm catching up. Will you return it all this season? Yes, for the finale. I am done this season. If you were still in the house, do you think you would have been the first target of your alliance? Does that mean... I'm kind of confused on that question. The first target of my alliance was Keith, and he's gone. The second target was Dominic, and they were planning on getting rid of him. Third being Cassie, and she's probably going home. So the plan I put in motion is still in motion. So what happened, Dick? Will we ever hear? I put up on rtvzone.com my statement, and that's the only statement I'm going to be making. My personal life is my personal life, and is not a television show. Sorry. If you had stayed in the game and made it to the final 6, what do you think the end result would be? I would have won. That was the only option for me. I wasn't going back in there to go to jury like all of these idiots talk about. I mean, I won before, and anything less, people would be talking a bunch of shit. If I was going there to win again, it would shut everybody the fuck up. And that was the plan. What's your secret to getting on, Big Brother? It took me 3 years to get on. Talk to one of these people that got on in a motherfucking week. Would you take Danielle to the finals again if you made it? Yeah, that was the plan. But it depends. If she was like, I caught her doing some shit behind my back, this time I had no qualms about getting rid of Danielle. What did I think of Danielle's message to you last Thursday? I have mixed feelings about it, to be honest with you. When Julie asked her plain and simple, flat out, you have a message for your dad, she rambled on and on and on and stuttered and stammered. And I mean, I was, when they went to commercial, I was like, she couldn't just fucking tell me, I hope everything's okay. I'll talk to you when I get out. Like, how hard is that? Instead, it's just like blah, blah, blah. And then she thought about it and like made up for it in the diary room. I'm sure she's thinking, oh my God, all of America's going to hate me. So Danielle, there's a lot of people take Danielle at surface. There's a lot of calculating things with Danielle. Everything isn't as it appears, especially in our relationship. So, and especially with her being very worried about how she looks on television and everything else, especially after last season, to be honest with you. Was it nice that she said, yeah, I love my dad, blah, 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 blah? Yeah, of course it was. Was her saying, well, he's my biological father? I just wanted to smack her across the face. So I have very mixed feelings about it, to be honest with you. How would you feel about Adam, Jordan, and Kalia in the final 3? I'd probably commit suicide. You'll see it on TMZ the next day. They need to have more Big Brother than once a year. This shows a pretty big commitment, and they tried it with one winter season, and they're still trying to forget about that season. Are you still getting paid from CBS? I have a contract. I was on the show, and I was on the show more than Keith was, and he was first evicted. So, yeah, pretty sure I'll be. Oh, did you vote? Here's a good question. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Smoking the Good Stuff. Did you vote on the CBS site for the questions to be used next HOH? Fuck yes, I did. And I think that everybody else should too. It's kind of cool that you get to participate in one of these things. We had one of these kind of competitions. I think it was a POV. As a matter of fact, I know it was a POV competition in my season when we were on these little motorcycles. And Danielle and Amber ended up going to, what the hell was the name of that show, that Drew Carey show that lasted a minute? Power of 10, I think. Brendan is a big pussy. Brendan must be hard of hearing. That's the only thing. He's like tone deaf or something. I think that's the only way that he could actually put up with Rachel's voice. Did you see this Rachel Cassie little fight? No, I knew it was coming, but I knew I had to do this chat, so I knew I was going to miss it. Do you watch the East Coast feed of BB? All the feeds are the same. It's not East Coast or West Coast. Oh, unless you're talking about the episode. The episode I watched Mountain Time. Thank you very much. I'm like in between everybody else. Do you think the answers to the next HOH questions will be whatever Jeff, Brendan, and Rachel say? No. Who does Dom go after if he wins HOH? That's a pipe dream. I don't see him winning HOH, to be honest with you. He's like going to be like the ultimate floater ass kisser. But if he does, well, it's either going to be Rachel and Brendan or Jeff and Jordan. I mean, it's not that tough. Oh, I missed Stephanie's question, but somebody said, good question. Evel on Survivor, Amazing Race, or maybe a new reality show in Canada? Not Survivor, not Amazing Race. And I'm still talking with networks here in America. If you're on slop, is that all you can actually eat, or are you allowed other foods? They have condiments like pickles and like relish and salsa that you could put in it, and a couple other things, not very much. But with the have-nots, it's different. They actually get, like this week, it's jelly beans and jerky. Who comes up with this shit, jelly beans and jerky, really? Would you approve of Dominic and Danielle? This is not a showman's, motherfuckers. Who's the most underrated player right now? I think that Shelly's doing a good job. But, playing both sides. And how stupid are these motherfuckers that they can't even figure out who the votes were? Really? 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 I mean, I let one vote slide for 1 week. The second week it happened is when the shit hit the fucking fan with Eric's fucking hinky vote bullshit. And let me tell you, if I was in there right now, this is fucking fact. If I was in there right now, I would go around. If I found out that Adam lied to me, said he was going to vote one way, voted another way, then comes kisses my ass, I would have went all around the house and said Adam was working with us and turned everybody else against him. Did Jeter secretly pay the dude who caught his ball? I would have charged fucking Derek Jeter $100,000 or more for that mother. How much is that ball worth anyway? Like $3 million or something? I would have charged him fucking going price. If you want it, you pay me, motherfucker. Or else give me Yankee season tickets and you sign shit until you're fucking 92 for me anytime I ask. What do I plan to do after this season of Big Brother? After the season ends, I am taking a trip to Ireland. And we're going to drive the countryside and stay in a bunch of castles and stuff. And just chill. And then I'll be doing a Survivor recap. Do you think you could have won this season without America's Player this time? It's no America's Player, motherfucker, and I was doing very well. Are you a Knicks fan? No. I'd piss on Jeter's ball. You wouldn't piss on a $3 million ball, you lying motherfucker. ED said the other night it would be dumb to get Rachel or Brendan out this early, but I have to ask, why bring two people to Final 10 who will vote for each other if one is Final 2? Because neither one of them will make it. You make an alliance, you stay with your alliance until the time that you have to break it up. I mean, that's plain and simple, and shit happens in the meantime. I'm telling you right now, listen to what I'm saying, okay? The vets are not going to make it through unscathed. I mean, I'm already gone, but that's beside the point. Jeff and Jordan or Rachel and Brendan, at least one of those two duos will be broken up. Either next week or the week after, one of the newbies is going to win HOH. Do you think an evicted house guest is going to come back? It sounds like there's a good chance of that. They're not doing any phone interviews, which they always do with evicted house guests. They're only doing written interviews, which means that they're going through the questions and telling them which ones they can answer, and not even showing them the one that they can't. So I think it's a good possibility. Pretty sure he's not seeing the questions here because he's on Stickum, guys. No, I'm here too. Going back and forth. Who's the worst vet player? Jordan. Dick, if you're still in the game, who would you put up next week if you win HOH knowing that your daughter has a connection with PT? Just jumped on me. I'll answer. Oh, with PT. Cassie was just evicted. Cassie's not evicted yet. Anything can happen, but yes, Cassie was my number 3 target. Dom was my number 2 target. So if I was there and I won HOH, Dom and Adam, their asses would be back on the motherfucking block again. This is, okay, here's another thing. People keep going, and who the hell was it? Ronnie. Okay, Ronnie, the great game player Ronnie, kept saying, if Jordan doesn't put up Kalia and Lawan, you know, she shouldn't even be in the game. Ronnie, you're a fucking moron. And I already told him this on Twitter. Really, this is why you, like, got voted out in your season. He was saying something about Jordan wants to put so-and-so up, but Jeff keeps telling her this, and you know, she should put up who she wants. She's her own person. That's what happened. That's why I got evicted in my season. And I was like, no, Ronnie, you got evicted because your gameplay was terrible. And the bottom line is, really, Kalia and fucking Lawan, these two can't play the game, number one. Have you seen Kalia in the competitions? Have you seen Lawan in the competitions? Watching him swing that golf club was watching like watching a midget with 2 broken arms swing a golf club. That was like 10 times too big for him. The guy is horrible in competition. She is horrible in competitions. You know, if there was any competition where there was any kind of contact at all, I'd just knock her into the bushes or up against the wall, and she'd start crying and just fall out of the competition. Kalia's just worthless in there. Did Kalia drive you nuts with her nonstop jabbering? She drives me nuts on the fucking feed. You have to remember that I didn't have to listen to all of it when I was in the house. She usually liked to sit over in the hammock, or she was like over in the bedroom, and I'm sure that when she was on slop, she was probably not even talking to anybody. Is the Big Brother house boring to be in? Sometimes, yes. Let me tell you one thing that really is boring. When you're sitting outside and they're like have the HOH inside before the ceremony, they make you be quiet for like an hour, like literally make you be quiet. Nobody's allowed to talk. You have to sit all on the lawn furniture and like just stare into space. That's where they get all of these expressions and stuff from everybody wanting to shoot themselves in the head from being bored out of their goddamn mind. Then you got to do the same thing around the table before the the nomination ceremony. And everybody's like trying not to laugh, but then they're bored out of their fucking head. And then they do the same thing on the couch. That's where they get their shot. It really is, just kills you. That's the worst part about being in there. Why would Baller and Maddie be in jail? Look at TMZ, motherfucker. Catch up. If Danny was on the show and you came in the house with all the same people and picked your partner, you had first pick, who would it be? Well, obviously somebody that was in there already, and it worked very well with Danielle. I think that we would partner up with ourselves, to be honest with you. Dick, I think James BB6 would be great in the house. He's a true all-star. Is that James? James, are you saying that? James played the same game 2 seasons in a row. The same exact game. I didn't think it was that entertaining, honestly. Dick, can we hear cigars, cigarettes, cocktails? No. Go look at the fucking Big Brother 8 thing, goddammit. Would you play Big Booty? Stop asking me that! Brendan is kissing Rachel's ass. It's a lot of kissing. What the F is wrong with it, Rachel? Laugh my ass off. Lawan's golf swing. Please, come on. Did you see it? Did you see it? This motherfucker had 2 days to practice. 2 motherfucking days to practice. And that's the swing he comes up with? And the only reason that Jordan won the fucking HOH was because everybody else threw it to her. Come on. Should they reuse the golden key twist? Let's see how it plays out this season. I think it's time for Cassie to go. If Dom is safe, we need to take out the other person in charge. Well, I think Cassie's actually going to be going. If you guys don't want spoilers, you shouldn't be in here. Dick, what would be Dick, that would be your ideal Final Four this season from both entertainment and strategic point of view? I never played for entertainment point of view. I played from strategic point of view. And give me all the worthless people. Put me up against Kalia. Put me up against Lawan. Put me up against any of these motherfuckers. And if I was in the final two with anybody in this season, I would probably win, depending on how much I piss people off. But I had a very big starstruck factor coming in here. Dick, love to hear Dick read this shit. Who are you closest from the BB house from any season? Actually a good question. Who the hell am I the closest with? I don't know. I'm not like super close friends with anybody, to be honest with you, but I'm friends with like most people, and everybody says the same thing. Oh, you're really nice. You're not mean. And I always tell them the same thing. It's because you're not standing between me and $500,000, motherfucker. But I've had like literally like 30 or 40 past Big Brother people get in touch with me since I left the show. And everybody was really cool, except for Scott Long. He's just a complete douchebag. And Lydia is the stupidest fucking bitch that walks the earth. Why does Eric Stein still think he would have beat you without America's player? Because Eric Stein does a lot of methamphetamine. Do they have Secors in the BB house? Oh, scissors? No, they brought the medics in. The medics have scissors. They should have cut Kalia into little pieces and fed her to the fish. Edie and Russell hands would explode the world. Or we just end up beating the shit out of each other. Why do you hate Lydia so much? Because she's a stupid cunt. Laugh out loud, I so agree with that comment of Lydia. Yeah, me too. Would you do BB All-Stars? If they ever did it, of course I would. Who do you think would be worthy of being in the house? Dan, Dr. Will, Boogie, Janelle, June, and you got a fucking show. Okay. Back into this chat room over here. Have you gotten offers from other TV stations to cast in another show? I've done like 5 or 6 different pilots, actually. But haven't been picked up. What about Kaiser? Please. Why don't we bring Drew back too? Or how about Cowboy? Can you imagine, okay, really, can you imagine a conversation between Jordan and Cowboy? Yeah, really, come on. Dick, do you remember when Eric mimicked you in BBA? Actually, that was voted the funniest television scene of 2007. Yes, of course I did. Would you have tried to get rid of Jeff and Jordan or Brenchel out first? I don't know. Like I said, this is the whole key, you guys. The whole key to Danny's game right now should be her sitting back waiting for one of the newbies to win HOH and for them to do her fucking dirty work. She needs to stay the fuck out of it. Because right now she's talking shit about Jeff and Jordan to Rachel and Brendan. She's talking shit to Rachel and Brendan about Jeff and Jordan, as well as some of the other people in the house. People talk. She's going to get caught up in this. I hope not, but bring back Marvin, BB5. Not the greatest player, but I like Marvin. Very great sense of humor, good guy. And switching back over to this chat. If you hate Lydia and Ronnie, why let them be on a show on your website? That's Matt's thing. I don't hate Ronnie, not at all. I think Ronnie's very cool. I like Ronnie a lot. We talked, and he's got a good sense of humor, but he's just not a good game player. Lydia, she's a stupid bitch. What should I say? Cunt, twat, hole. Beaner. James for BB9 should come back to All Stars. I love Crazy James. He's a fucking great guy. Can you get Howie on the Gremlin Cave and get rid of Lydia? It's not my show. I don't give a fuck about that show. I'm gonna have my own show called Dick at Night. What time are we gonna do this, Pat? After the East Coast, after the East Coast broadcast, and I'm gonna do it probably 5 nights a week, um, for an hour. So, would you have smashed Cassie's ass? I'm not sure what that means. Is that like a sexual innuendo? What's up with the Vegas Bash and rap party? Oh, let me talk about the Vegas Bash. I hate Nikki. Nikki is the worst kind of cunt that there is on the planet. She, for the last 2 years, has been claiming that part of the proceeds from the whole Vegas Bash are going to charity, and she stuck all the money in her fucking pocket. She's lied to everyone. She's left Houseguest. Nikki runs the Vegas Bash. Stop asking me that. Catch up. She's with Live at the Studio. She's horrible, horrible, horrible human being. Claims that the money's going to charity and doesn't give any of the money to charity. So she's just a piece of shit. She left Jordan stranded in Vegas. She's left Rachel and Brendan like stranded. She left, what the hell was her name? There was like 3 people from the BB10 that she left stranded in Vegas. Angie, she left stranded as well as a couple other people. She does it all the time. And she tells people that, oh, they're just, she told Jeff and Jordan, oh yeah, we're inviting you to dinner. And they show up, and she had charged people $250 to be at this dinner. And they feel roped into it, where they thought they were going to dinner with her, with him, with her, and like a couple people, and ends up being like this a crowd of people that she's charged $250 a piece. She's just a lying piece of shit. Do not go to the Vegas Bash. Write Nikki and tell her to fucking suck my dick. Or suck my dick. Have you seen Jen since BB-8? We've seen each other. No desire to talk with her whatsoever. I want to see Dick in the unitard. You just want to see my balls. You're invited to a TV show, Big Brother mixed with Survivor. Do you accept? Fuck yes. I've written Jeff Probst and told him that they should have a triathlon of CBS reality shows, starting with The Amazing Race, or I don't remember the order. I think starting with The Amazing Race, maybe starting with Big Brother, going to The Amazing Race, and finishing on Survivor. I think it would be fucking the most awesome show ever, and bring stars from all of the shows in to compete against each other. Would you include Sheila, Memphis, and Natalie in an all-star cast? No. Oh, the next one, Laugh Out Loud Sheila. Sheila was one. I like Sheila, don't get me wrong, but she was dragged along to the end because she was going to be easy to knock out of the game. Just like Jerry was the next season after that. So on and so forth. So, any more tattoos planned? Yeah, a couple. Actually, I'm looking at some Griffin artwork for Griffin tattoo. That's my family name in Ireland. So, the mythical creature of the Griffin. The eagle's head and the lion's body. Who should the newbies go out first after they win HOH? Well, if I was them, I would go after Rachel and Brendan. What did you think of Enzo? Enzo's a nice guy. I like Enzo. He's. I was kind of disappointed on him last season. I thought he was going to be much more entertaining. I thought I was going to be able to make fun of him till like the fucking cows came home. But I don't know. He just didn't live up to my standards. And I think that Lawan is going to be competing. Lawan and Kalia are going to be competing with Enzo for worst competitions ever. I don't think that any of them can win a competition, even if they're the only one in the competition. Does Big Brother pay like Survivor? I can't talk about that stuff. I shouldn't have talked about it earlier. I'm still in the contract, you guys. Do you think the producer editing should be less annoying than last season? I'm thinking I'm liking them more this season. I think you need like your ears scrubbed out, and my Stickum was freezing up, and now this one keeps buffering. What the fuck? Go into www.rtvzone.com and see if you can get in over there. Actually, that's where I'm at right now. Oh, that's where you're at too. Sorry, keep going back and forth. I'm confused. Do you like G from season 4? He was an interesting character on there. BB likes Rachel because Rachel is drama. BB likes Rachel because people hate Rachel. It's the same reason that they like Jesse, because people hate Jesse. Do you think Rachel should be evicted because she's so good at competitions? She's not as good as you guys think. You have to remember, there's a lot of times that people are throwing competitions and stuff, just like the HOH to her. I mean, really, why do I want to be HOH the first week? Oh, you want it, Rachel? Sure, you're going to do whatever the fuck I want anyway, so go, baby, go. Oh, here's a good question. Dick, be honest. Would you care if Dom and Danny have sex in the house? Danielle's not having sex in the house with anyone. Thank you very much. Are they allowed RX drugs like Ambien? Um, that needs to be cleared with the producers and so on and so forth, and it's doled out in the diary room. She needs to stop crying. She's washing the makeup off, and I see a big whitehead on her chin. Oh, she heard that. She would cry. Okay, switching back over to Stickum. Sorry, guys. Did you and Danny audition separately for BB-8, and was it coincidence, or how did you both end up on the show? I auditioned season 5. I was a finalist. I auditioned in season 6. I was a finalist. Season 6, everyone had a secret partner, if you remember. Danielle was brought in as my secret partner. She was the reason that I didn't make the show in season 6. They figured she was too young, but they really did like her. So season 7 was All-Stars. Season 8, I told them, put me on this season or fuck off. I'm not doing this again. So... um, and as soon as I walked into the audition, Danielle happened to be there at the same time. And one of the casting people was like, oh, Danielle's here too. Did you guys come together? And I was like, no. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of annoyed about that. We haven't talked in almost since the last time that we saw you, a little while after that. We haven't talked in 2 years. So, and I'm like, yeah, well, there's the perfect twist for him. Dick, how does it take you 3 times to get on the show, but Kalia gets on her first time? Who the fuck does casting for BBN? Why are they still employed? Because you have people like she cast Jeff and Jordan, she cast myself, she cast Danielle, she cast Rachel, she cast Jesse. You know, you win some, you lose some. Would you have campaigned against Danny for a gold key? You're goddamn right I would. Are you fucking high? Well, some of you people are like seriously out of your motherfucking mind. You think that I'm just going to go, oh, let Danielle happen. I'm just going to go home. Fuck that shit. I was there to win, not to fucking give out $500,000 to anybody. I'm going outside to smoke. So it'll be a little dark, but you'll have to deal. Okay. No, slop is not mush or oatmeal. It's very close to oatmeal, actually. It's a weightlifter's oatmeal. Oh, you smoke outside now. Yes, I do. We'll be coming to Niagara Falls. Yes, actually, I've been talking about my mom to go to Niagara Falls with this. She can't go out of the country because of her liver transplants and her health and stuff. So, Adam's Angels, oh, please give me a fucking gun and let me shoot that guy in the head. What a fucking dumbass. You have opportunity to name a fucking alliance and you say Adam's Angels? Adam just like, oh my God. What is wrong with this guy? If you come to the Jersey Shore, not the one with Snooki, I'll cook dinner for you and your girl. I'm afraid I'll run into Snooki. You should come to Chicago. I'll bake you cookies. With roofies? Stop putting Adam's Angels in. You're going to give me a headache. Did he ever address Keith being against sequester? Yes, I did. I said he probably is, but you'll never know until the time that they bring somebody back. You have to remember that they kept Annie in sequester for weeks and ended up never bringing her back. So they got him under contract. Why not do with them what they want for the time and see how it goes and see how they want to play it out? Adam is really stupid for admitting he voted against the vets. Don't you think? Yes. This guy's terrible. Terrible player. I would like to have seen you and Maddie in the same house. Think you two would have dominated. Maddie? From season 9? He was a moron. Oops. What do you think of Matt's big lie? Oh, that worked really well in his favor, didn't it? If you could pick a cast of 14 house guests from all Big Brother, with the exception of yourself and Danny, who would you choose? I need to see a lineup in front of me because I'll end up, if I just rattle off people, I'm going to forget. But I always say, if they're even thinking about an All-Stars, uh, I would love to play against Dan, Dr. Will, Boogie, uh, Janelle, um, and June from season 4. I think is pretty underrated. Who do you think the top 5 BB history other than you? I think I just rattled that off. You think it's time they do a complete remodel of the house? No, they're not going to do that. They probably will never do that. That's a big. You don't even understand the gigantic, enormous, ridiculous undertaking that is. Ouch! You're talking about tons of cameras. You're talking about tons of microphones. You're talking about how the whole thing is set up with mirrors and cameras behind all the mirrors and train tracks with cameras on the train tracks and cameras in the yard and all the lighting. I mean, that fucking ridiculous. I don't even know how they did it to start with. That had to be some kind of massive undertaking, like literally. I was sitting in the house this season saying the same thing. Um, Boogie is suing the Hard Rock. I heard. Yes, I heard that too. Over Rare 120. I think that was the name of his restaurant in there. What do you think of Brendan's webcam affair? Oh, do you think it'll come up on the show? Uh, well, before the feeds went on, I was like giving him shit about it all the time. I thought it was pretty fucking funny, actually. Anytime anything about a dick came up, I was pointed towards Brendan and his penis whack off. What was it calling? Skyper baiting. In season 8, you relied heavily on personal attacks as the jury. It's moving around here. God damn it. As the jury had said they would not have voted for you to win had you not been against Danny. Were you planning on using the same strategy? Who would go in and use the same strategy 2 seasons in a row besides Kaiser and James? If you were stuck in the house with Adam from this season, Lydia, Kalia, both Natalie's, Maddie, Baller, and Jesse, how would you feel? Like killing myself. Which house guest besides Lydia do you want to slap? Do I get to slap her twice first? Evel, you said nobody was getting in your way for $500,000, but in week 6 of BB8, you're willing to go home for Danny. I figured that I had ruffled enough feathers, and I thought Danielle had a much better shot at it than I did. Our relationship was much different at that point. Coming in this season, it was all business. So, and I had in the back of my mind that if Danielle had to go, Danielle had to go. It's just what it was. What are the ingredients in slop? How the fuck do I know? Skyper baiting, that's awesome. Well, it wasn't for Brendan. Uh, how did you win if everybody hated you? You guys didn't see like that. You guys obviously didn't watch the feeds and stuff. I had a pretty good relationship with most of the people. It was the one week where I really just pushed people over the line. But obviously I had a better relationship with them than Danielle did. Can you say hi, Allison? No. If you had to give up half the money to win the show, would you? No. All or nothing. Fuck that shit. Goddamn government takes half anyway. So you go with fucking $250,000 and win $125,000? Are you fucking kidding me? Get Give me back my fucking job promoting concerts. Is making more than that. If you were in the BB5 house, would you have been a horseman? No. I would have been on the one on the other side of the alliance, getting everybody together and whipping their ass. But I would have had a good relationship with those tools. No, actually, well, no. No. Uh, what do you think when Houseguest called these people creepy, are we? You're talking about Portia. I heard that she said that. Whoops, not exactly making fans now, is she? Who would you like to see go in the house this season? Will and Boogie. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And that's it. Brendan calls Cassie a whore for dating country singers and pro athlete, yet they fucked on camera. Idiots. Okay, that's not a question. It's a statement. I'll pass that along. Did you really call Jeff from the airport and he said he was working but actually was on his way to BB? No. At least if you were kicking ass, Evel, you wouldn't be crying like that crybaby tonight. Oh, she might be crying. Do you think HOH comps are set up to promote a certain group or person to win, like quiz comps, endurance comps? It's moving around. Wonder, God damn it. Wonder if they, oh, I'm going to fucking kill this chat. Wonder if they put them in knowing certain people aren't going to last. Hey man, they do. All of these competitions are just like retreads of different competitions, like every fucking time. I haven't seen anything new on Big Brother in a long time, neither on Survivor. So they put that golfing thing in the backyard. They gave them a practice thing for like 2 or 3 days. It was in there. If they didn't go up there and fucking practice, they're fucking idiots. So Danny said James called him. If you don't pay attention, don't ask. I don't even know what you're talking about. Rachel is still crying. Imagine that. Do you think Jordan has a chance to win this game? God, I hope not. We want to see you and Russell have a fight in the BB house. Me and Russell are actually friends. Uh, and he texted me and wanted to know if everything was all right. He would have tossed Cappy out the door. Cappy. Cappy. Nigga, please. Will the house guests ever get the head of their ass and quit following the HOH blindly? Probably not. You see it season after season. I don't understand that. Anyway. Ow. Love you, Evel, but it's bedtime for me. Bye, Amy Spears. Do women in the house bitch about putting the toilet seat down? Yes, and I tell them that they're just lucky that I don't piss all over the toilet seat. What did I think of Reagan last season? Not exactly the greatest competitor or strategist. Do you think? Would you fuck Rachel to win a veto? Are you high? What is wrong with some of you motherfuckers? How much action have you gotten in the house? Not even from my own hand. I miss Sheila. Kathy reminds me of Sheila. Wow, a Sheila and Kathy fan. You know, there's always people appeal to somebody in the house. Are your son and Danielle close? They live together. Looking forward to the New York Jets season? Yes. Super Bowl, here we come. Fingers crossed. Would you ever be a saboteur for 50 grand? I told the producers if they ever wanted anyone to put a note under someone's pillow and pay them $25,000, I'm your man. Other than Danny, who do you want to see win? It's too early. You know how people, come on, you guys are always asking, who do you think the final two? Who do you think the final three? Who the final four? You know, people change. Look at Dustin. Dustin was fine up until like week 4 when he got HOH. People haven't even started showing the real them yet. Is anyone in the diary room when you go in? No. You never see anybody in the house. The only person you ever see is one guy during competitions in a crane camera, and that's because like most of the windows are blocked by some of the props and shit that they set up in the backyard. but he's not allowed to say a word to you, acknowledge you, or anything else. It's the only person that you see. Um, Next season, Evil Dick would be in the house with his son in the BB house. Seriously doubt it. They picked Danielle over him. He was one of the people that I put on the list in season 6. Funniest moment ever when you went on house calls imitating Sheila with the black curly wig. Black curly wig? That was like a bush. That wasn't a wig. That was between my legs. It would have been the worst alliance in BB history. The regulators! Who's the best villain? Dr. Will, Johnny Fairplay, Boston Rob, or Russell? Boston Rob, I don't even look at as a villain. And, I mean, I don't even think he was like all that good. He was good last season, but I didn't think he was that good, to be honest. I don't even know. I had this talk with Pat, my partner in the site, and I don't even know. I don't even truly don't understand why he was asked back after the first season. Do you think if you got out Kel before Mike and Nikki would have won? Still won, yes. Do you guys get any real sleep in the house? Yes. Are you going to have co-hosts for your recap show? Previous BB? Yes. Who won last season? Who won last season? Come on, are you kidding me? Hayden won last season. What happened to Danny and Nick? Terrible match. They fought all the time. They drove me crazy. What would you have done to stop Danny and Dom from happening? That Dom would be Dom would be walking right now. His ass would be going out of the house this next week. If you had stayed, would you have sacrificed your position to keep Danny in the game if put on the block? No. Do you talk to Hayden? Yes. Would you have joined the brigade? Fucking knows. Who would be your ideal partner on BB9? Crazy James. Janelle's pregnant, so she's a little preoccupied at the moment. Yes, actually, I'm the one that broke the news by accident. She didn't tell me it was a secret. Do you talk to Lane? I've met Lane. Do you like Brittany? Brittany's all right. We've talked. Should Danny have Dom's back, and would that be a good move? I think she's making too many moves too early, to be honest with you. What toppings on a pizza? Pepperoni, mushroom, and onions. I miss Crazy James. How is he? He's good. He's living in New York. Do you think Hayden deserved to win last season? Last season was such a fucking snooze fest. I think if they would have blown up the house in week 3, I would have been happier. But out of the people that, I think Hayden deserved to win. Catching questions and they're flying up so fast I'm missing them. Which season was worse, 9 or 12? 12. Who won when Rachel was on? Just talking about last season. Catch up, motherfucker. What was your reaction when you saw the other two duos were there? I was stoked to know that I wasn't going to be alone in the house trying to figure out who would be the best to align with. Do you want to be in Chilltown? No. If you had to pick any other duos besides the ones that were entered the house with you, who would they be and why? Will and Boogie, I already said. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Assume there are no Jets, Eagles or Giants. If I assume there were no Jets, I wouldn't be watching football. I've invested over 40 years in that motherfucking team. Blow some Xanax up her hole. Not sure who you're talking about, but hey. If BB strategy is so much about social mental gameplay, why haven't its competitions? Doesn't that skew the results, especially when you clearly have more physical players stand out every fucking year? If you notice, the most physical competitors are not usually the competitors that win the endurance competitions. They're not strength competitions. Look at Keith. He was fucking off the fucking banana. Look at Jeff. Look at every single guy. I was the last motherfucking guy on the goddamn banana, and I could have stayed up there for quite a while longer. What they didn't show on the show was me holding on with one hand, acting like I was riding a Bronco. Yeehaw! I kind of like grabbed onto the Velcro that was in the back, keeping the goddamn thing together. Do you think a celebrity Big Brother would ruin the show? If not, who would you like to see on it? Omarosa is dying to do a celebrity Big Brother. Mark Long thinks that he could like win Big Brother hands down. I would have to send Mark back in like the first week. He's like, dude, we'd be like a great secret alliance. Like, oh yeah. Celebrity Big Brother is pretty big in Europe. We get some exit interviews at the end of the live finale. I don't think so. They're not letting any past house guests do interviews anymore. I think that goes on Chelsea, actually. If asked, would you do frying pan wake up call again? Sure. I told them I'll do whatever they need to help them out this season. Um, they were extremely understanding of me leaving, so on and so forth. Do you think you would win who do you think would win a physical fight between Jeff and Russell? Russell's a fucking MMA fighter. He's trained. Jeff played football. Was he going to tackle him? It's nothing against Jeff. Dick, so Danielle knew you were in the house season 8. No, neither one of us knew for sure, but we both had an idea. What would you have done to Lydia if you were in the BB house? She would have fucking taken a gun and shot herself on live television. Nene on Celebrity BB would be awesome. Yeah, I loved her on The Apprentice, and I was like so pissed off that she quit. Would you castrate Brendan to keep yourself in the game? I think Rachel already did that. Could you beat Russell in Survivor? Anybody at this point can beat Russell in Survivor. Are you sick of that stupid fake walk upstairs to the HOH room, kissing HOH their ass when they really couldn't give a shit? Didn't I say that on the show? This time I didn't. Something like, I don't give a fuck if it's Jesus Christ HOH. I don't really give a shit. Would you ever participate in an international BB All-Stars hosted in the UK, even if it wasn't American format? Yeah, I would do it. I would have to brush up on how the game is played, so on and so forth. What did you think when Dustin was evicted instead of you? It was worked out. I knew I was staying. There was always that tinge that I could go, but there was that day. I'm going to go back inside. That day, they came over the PA and announced that we're having Chinese food after the end of the HOH and all that bullshit. And from the bathroom, Dustin screams, "Yay! I love Chinese!" And I'm in the living room laughing my ass off going, "Yeah, well, you'll get Chinese and fucking sequestered, bitch." Brendan told Rachel that he thinks Jeff and Jordan are jealous of their relationship because they're not as affectionate. Oh, these people are a fucking riot. Have you watched the Rex Ryan foot fetish videos? No, I'm not into that. I want a I Love Dick t-shirt. Where do you get one? Check rtvzone.com. We'll be having, I have some merch that'll be going up probably next week, as well as some stuff going up on eBay. Do you think the duos will turn on each other soon? All the new ones already have. Who do you think are the most entertaining house guests of all time? I just know the ones that I thought Jace was pretty entertaining. Who else? Will and Boogie's diary rooms were really funny in All Stars. Karen from Big Brother 5 had some great diary rooms. I don't know. I want a I Love Dick thong. Okay. Do you like Danielle's games so far? I think she's playing too hard, and I think it's going to bite her in the ass, but we'll see. Uh, if you were in the house, what would you do to keep your alliance calm and together? Talk to them. Even Jeff said that Dick is the talker, the good talker, out of us, and Brendan was like, Dick's social game, blah 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 blah, and people very really underestimate my social game because all they remember is me torturing people. I want nipple pasties with your face on them. Can we do that, Pat? What do you think about the Jason Danielle alliance in BB3? I think it was the best secret alliance the game has ever seen. What are your thoughts on an all-male or all-female BB season? Do you think having co-ed house creates more or less drama? Would you participate in that forum? They would never do it because they want people that everyone can relate to. And we had a survivor. I'm not going to ask to the voice in my head here. What survivor was that where the lesbians ruled? They split them into men and women tribes. Vanuatu. Oh my God. That was a horrible season. It was like Lord of the Flies or something, except for with lesbians. I think if you were in the house, Rachel would not be acting like this. I'd have to take her aside and smack her. Get a hold of yourself, woman. What advice would you give future Big Brother players, strategy-wise or in general? Get on the show first. Who would you throw iced tea on this season? They kind of warned me against that. I told them I was aiming to have somebody self-evict. They're like, Dick, come on, that's not what we're here for. We want to have the game play out. Do you think Brendan overreacts? I think Brendan and Rachel overreact. How long does it take to set up comps, and what do you do while you wait? Usually we're locked down inside, and there's a lot of smokers this season. Most of them were going nuts. I do fine with not smoking for like a day or a day and a half. Sometimes it's for hours. Sometimes it's for like a day or a day and a half. Usually 24 hours about the longest. I heard they had one that was like a 2-day lockdown in last season or season before. Bueno, bueno, bueno. What did you think of Amanda from BB9? She was dramatic as Kalia. I saw one that said, what do you think of Kalia? She's a waste of space in the Big Brother house. Are the new guys the worst bunch of players ever? No, they're the look at last season. Come on, you guys have such a short memory. I think that every season it takes until about week 4 or so for people to really start playing. Do you think Adam is anything like you, like he says? No, Adam's delusional. Have you read Kalia's new article? No, I think I'd rather like stick a fork in my eye. Does Jeff smoke? Yes. Stop can be bought at your local health food store. Thanks. I think I'm going to pass. Does Brittany from All Stars from last season deserve an All Star shot? That's not up to me. That's up to basically the fans, to be honest with you. It's not even about who the best players are. Come on, look at last All Stars. They had one winner. They had one winner last All Stars. It's all about popularity contests. Who has the biggest fan base? Don't kid yourself. How much did you spend of your 500 grand? Well, after Uncle Sam, it was like actually under $250,000. Thank you very much. Just want to say your endurance comp against Zach was the greatest endurance comp of any reality show ever. Survivor endurance comps are so lame now. I find that the Survivor endurance comps are kind of lame. I liked it better when they had to stand on a little post and just hold on to a fucking pole or something. And I like endurance comps because it shows the desire, the mental, that's answering the voice in my head. Who wants it most? I mean, that's the bottom line is, do you fucking want it? How bad do you fucking want it? Would you enter the Big Brother house at 60 years old? Well, that's 12 years away. Are you talking to the voices in your head? Yes, I am. If you remember, that was my secret code for the diary room when I was in the house. Secret, who are you? That's Pat Blistering on my website, actually. Did you find Luan funny in the house? Luan's funny in many ways, actually. I will ask that fucking question till I get an answer. Are you actual friends with anyone that was on your season 8 with you? I've only answered that 100 times. I talked to Nick, and every once in a while I talk to Jamaica. Who's better, Portia or Cassie? At what? If you and Danny made it in the Big Brother 6 house, would you have sided with the Nerd Herd or Sovereign 6? The minute I saw Janelle after, during, I think it was my rap party, her and Howie were just like, oh my God, we wish you would have made it on season 6. We would have kicked their ass. They were terrible strategists. Really, I watched season 6 while I was in sequester over 2 days. Like, literally, Howie let Maggie fucking run his HOH? What? I couldn't even believe it. He's ignoring us. I'm not ignoring you. I'm right here. I can't get to everything, motherfucker. Jules, 13, it's me. Me no like dick no more. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. There is a cat over you. Let me see him. That's Mr. Wonderful, wherever he is. Kitty, 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 kitty. How fast can you read? Not as fast as this is going. I know that was so stupid how he let Maggie decide his HOH. Did you like Maggie? I think Maggie is not this horrible person everybody like makes her out to be. It's just really strange. I think that of Natalie from season 11 too. Some people just get the hate. I don't understand it. Your opinion on Libra from season 10, motherfucker. I like Libra. She's totally cool. How does it feel to be the evilest person to ever play the Big Brother game? Now, my reputation precedes me. Did you enjoy meeting Julie Chen? She was really nice when I met her. I want your top 3 Survivor seasons. That's a good question. I just watched like all of them too. I think I'm getting ready to watch All Stars again. I really like Survivor China just because I've known Todd. It's different when you know these people and go back and watch. When you're just a fan of the show, and you're watching as a fan of the show, it's one thing. But then when you get to meet these people and you go back and watch the season and how they did, like I've been really good friends with Rhino for quite a while now, and with Todd. And I just went back and watched Survivor China, and I watched Pearl Islands again. And Rhino did a very good job. Rhino's just on the losing tribe. Todd couldn't have played it any better. Todd's probably the most underrated survivor that's out there, period. And I don't understand why Probst hasn't had him back. And I think it's bullshit. I think that him bringing Amanda back, him bringing who's the black dude, James back, him bringing Courtney back. They brought him back twice. Each one of those 3, they brought back twice, but yet they haven't brought back Todd. I think it's bullshit. Dick, I'm going to whack off to Brenshaw making out. Thanks for doing these chats. Hey, more power to you. I guess there's something for everybody in that, huh? Do you think the Chenbot was baiting Danny and put her on the spot? Not in the beginning, but I don't know. People, I don't know. I'm watching Survivor Pearl Islands again. I felt bad for Rhino. He should have been on the other tribe. Rhino did a good job, and he got screwed with what tribe. I think the person that got screwed the most out of any of them was Aaron in China. He was in like Flynn. They had 2 people switch tribes from each tribe, and he was the first one to go home. And he had everything lined up with Todd, and I think that he got screwed the most. Would you do Celebrity Apprentice? Fuck yeah. Do you believe the newbies have it hard competing against the vets? Well, you have some proven competitors on the vet side up against these people that don't even know which way is up yet. I wish I could mute Shelley. I'm on All Stars. Just watch Rob Sesternino getting voted off. I'm looking forward to seeing that and seeing Rob getting voted off. He was quite a character in his season. What season was he in, Pat? As I'm listening to a voice in my head. Marquesas. Pat is like the encyclopedia of Survivor, where I know Big Brother very well. Oh, bullshit, motherfucker, you are too. Do you think any fights will break out in the house? Yes. I don't think it's going to be like a regular season with the fights, though. I think since it's, I'm getting Amazon, Bob C season, see, I'm getting bad information from my voices in my head. I was talking about Rob Cessanino, motherfucker. Uh, okay, I think the fights will be much less than a regular season because the average age is much higher. And I think that they're not as volatile as some of the younger people are when they go on the block and stuff. I think Rob C's 15 minutes of fame need to be up. Rob's actually a very nice guy. And if you watch his gameplay, you could see that Eric from my season, Eric Stein, took so much of Rob C's gameplay into the Big Brother house. It was like literally fucking ridiculous. Even like getting people against someone saying that, this person's out of control. I'm afraid for my safety, which is the same shit that Eric was saying uh, about Nick. Dick, if I gave you $500,000, would you go vibrator shopping with me? So I had to ask a stupid question. For $500,000? Yeah, I'd say yeah. Okay. Did you get to sleep a lot in the BB house? Some people do nothing but sleep. Ask Jesse. Ask Jessica from my season. There's always someone that sleeps all the fucking time. Does anybody have any idea where I can watch BB2 online? I want to rewatch Will and Boogie season. Plus, I don't remember it that well because it was like so long ago. I'm going to finish that for you. I'm not getting anything from the voices in my head. I would say go on to go on go onto YouTube. Go onto YouTube and look for Big Brother 2. Most of the seasons are on there now. Or search Quirky Guy. Quirk. Oh, Quirky Dude. Sorry, Quirky Dude. He has all the seasons up on a site or some website. You should be able to find it there. Do you think CBS is trying to silence the Jeff Kalia rant on Harry Potter? And do you think it's unfair? No, there's lots of things that are said. They're not going to put them on the fucking show. They didn't put Amber ranting about Jews on the show. They're not going to put that stuff on the show, but they can't. They can't just like not. I mean, they showed it on the feeds. It is what it is. Those people just. Do you like Julie Chen? Is she as stupid as she makes herself out on TV? I've never had a problem with Julie. You don't have a lot of interaction. It's like, hi, Houseguest. Hi, Julie. Dick, what do you think about this? You answer the question. It's not like I have a personal relationship with Julie Chen or phone number or anything. But I do have her parent-in-law's phone number. They're big fans. Les Moonves parents. They love me. Who's the most underestimated player in the house? I think the most underrated player in Big Brother is Sharon from season 9. Underestimated in the house, probably Shelley at this point. Is the reason you left taken care of? No, it's not one of those things that goes away overnight. If you had a chance to go back right now, would you? No, I can't. Did you ever use the N-word on the show? Actually, okay, here's a really funny story. We were going to tell Jamaica that Zach called her the N-word. And production lost their motherfucking minds and called us into the diary room. And they're like, please don't do that, da-da-da-da-da. And because we know that Jamaica would have lost her mind. And it was going to be a lie. But they like literally lost their mind. Well, that's a great bit of fucking information, inside information. Who's your favorite newbie? I liked a lot of those people, to be honest with you. You know, it wasn't enough time to really get to know who's the total douchebags. Adam was really getting on my nerves. Who's the sluttiest bitch on reality TV? Well, you're not saying Big Brother. I mean, there's a lot of slutty bitches on reality TV. I'm going to Vegas. Hold on, just missed that one. Where did it go? I'm going to Vegas in February 2nd. Any chance of meeting Evil Dick there? No, I haven't been to Vegas in a long time. Is the game more difficult to play in the early weeks establishing alliances, knowing your competition, etc., or in the later weeks? Um, it's all kind of hard. I mean, you can't have it wrapped up in the beginning just because there's so many people, and then you watch what happens. You're gonna get someone in like next week or the week after. You're gonna get like some bag of flesh like Kalia or Lawan, like randomly winning something but they had no business winning, and fucking everything up. So it's tough on the in the house. You have to plan for every kind of like crazy fucking bullshit. We're happy to see Jeff rally the troops after you left, and everyone's giving up and said they have no chance. They're all bitching, feeling sorry for themselves. They would have like gotten their shit together eventually, but yeah, I was glad to see that in Jeff. Dick have a charity meet and greet in Vale would be a blast, and I don't even ski. I don't do very much charity stuff anymore because I've been so fucked over by all these lying assholes that put these charities on and line their pockets with the money. Nikki with the Live at the Studio Vegas Bash is not the only one I've been involved with. I've been involved with the breast cancer one. I was involved with the Rock Against Diabetes. That was the same kind of bullshit, and quite a few others. So I'm done with it. The only thing I'm really going to be involved with at all in the future is Make a Wish. That's it. Do you think one of the house guests might be coming back? Well, um, it's overdue. They do it all the time, and they haven't done it in a while. Any love for Winnipeg Jets? No. How boring is it in the house? How many days a week are you bored out of your mind? Oh, yeah, those boring days to me are days to relax and like be able to enjoy the house and sit in a pool and just take a day off. The competitions are they're stressful. You get yourself like wound up and ready to go and get yourself in that frame of mind and bust your ass. So and then if you're not totally safe, it's stressful with the key ceremony and the POV ceremony. I could give a fuck about because you're ready to know who's going with what's going to happen most of the time. Who's the sluttiest bitch in reality TV? Dude, I don't know. Watch television. Find out yourself. It's a lot of slutty bitches. You watch the Jersey Shore? We use Make a Wish for our daughter. Great charity. It is a great charity. And the way I look at it is even if the founder lines his fucking pockets with the money, he's still doing something. He, she, they are still doing something great with the charity. What's your favorite comp from season 8? The one that where I won POV. That was the most important one, and it was good. Why do you hate Morty? Morty's just a douche. He owed me a couple $1,000s, and it took him over a year to pay me. And he was just a pain in the ass. I'll never work with him again. And this guy's been sick for like 900 years. And I think I came out and said, why don't you just fucking die already? Why don't they want you singing in the house? Because they have to pay money for the rights. Like they busted out in Happy Birthday on season 5 on the live show, and it cost them 20 grand. Do you think Danny's being dumb again with the showmance like I do? I don't think it's a showmance, but I think that her little relationship with Dom is stupid. Danielle, blonde or brunette? I like her blonde better. She's a natural blonde. Do you think BB should be on more than 3 times a week? I think 3's enough. Do you think Jordan has a bad game plan? Hey, it won in one season. When Jordan said you look like Tommy Lee, you really responded by saying you were like Tommy Lee, but with a bigger dick. No, I said my dick was bigger. I didn't say I was like Tommy Lee with a bigger dick. That's my standard response to that. She must be talking on the feeds. Dom is just a distraction for Danny. Hope he gets kicked out. I hope it's soon, too. Who will last longer, Brendan or Rachel? Brendan. If you had to introduce a new power or competition, what would it be? I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. BB-8 did production ever yell at you? They yell at me all the time. What did you think of the FBI agent Jack in season 4? I like Jack. We've talked a couple times on, I think, MySpace or something. Didn't Scott lie about his birthday in BB5? I think he lied about his tiny little, I think they call him pencil dick as well. Scott's a tool. Do you think there ever will be a Big Brother in Canada? I doubt it. Dino, it's not a love connection, dude. Your dick is tiny. If Dino from Arizona is like hitting up on some people in here. Shut up, Dino. Would somebody kick him off a chat? I'll come on and see him. Yeah. Well, everybody's like bitching about Dino in the chat. I didn't even see him. Oh, there he is. Gwen, are you slutty? Dino submitted some pretty funny questions for us on our Survivor recap. Left my ass up. Dom just told Danny she's being a negative person. Really? Like I said earlier, I saw Dom on the feeds when Danny was in the shower. Ask everybody in the kitchen. There's a bunch of people in the kitchen. Do you really think that Danny likes anyone in this house? And everyone said no immediately. So everyone thinking that Danielle has this great social game, including her, she's already slipping up. What is the hardest competition you did in the house? Could have been the endurance competition for 8 hours that I lost. The other one that was really hard too was the other endurance competition where we did the bat hang upside down where it was swinging back and forth. That was fucking brutal. They should have put in Survivor Philip and oh please. Nobody needs to see him in his fucking pink underoos. Jordan's Teflon, she doesn't even know it. That's because listen, Jordan's strategy is just be nice to everybody. She doesn't even really play. She does what Jeff tells her. That's what she did in season 11. That's what she's doing this season. Tell Danielle I liked her hair better as a blonde. If it comes from me, she'll probably keep it brunette until she dies. Do you think Danielle is too complacent sitting idle right now? No, I think Danielle's doing way too much work right now where she should be a little more complacent. Do you talk to someone in the diary room and suggest the camera? There's someone on the speaker in there that you're talking to. And as a matter of fact, okay, let's talk about this. Watch Jordan's diary rooms, okay? Jordan is just like repeating what she's told in there. She doesn't even come up with anything on her own. And what is up with Lawan? Looks like he's reading off a teleprompter in the diary room. He's always looking down and looking back on the camera like this, like he's reading. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Half the shit that comes out of Jordan's mouth in the diary room is not out of Jordan's mouth. I mean, it doesn't seem to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Adam, a super fan, and he dumb. Well, it doesn't sound like you're much above him with that. BB should stop casting models and cast more super fans who know the game. You have a ton of super fans in the game this season. You shouldn't be complaining at all. Adam was another embarrassment for New Jersey. Oh, somebody's going to get a drink. I forgot that I had one right here. You reminded me, thank you. He's getting kind of thirsty. Do you have a psych evaluation to get on BB? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was talking about the wrong Adam. I was talking about raw Adam. He did that better than Adam does. Oh, he does it like every 5 minutes. I'm sure he's got it down. Do you think they'll bring someone back this season? Yes, pay attention. More than likely. It's been quite a while since they've done it. and they've done it since season 3. But I don't like it because the person that they bring back always goes home first. Or if they don't go home, then they are winning POVs, but they can't. Nobody wins out. I mean, look at Matt in last season's Survivor. He won all the way to the end and he lost. That was the most awesome thing ever. BB3 Amy lasted a while after coming back. No, she lasted 1 week. She won HOH. And then she went home, I think, like the week after that. Do you believe BB expected teams to throw the vetoes like Adam was going to do and Keith did? These people are idiots. What the fuck is up with the stupid-ass alliance names? The only one I heard was Adam's Angels, a moron, and the Regulators. I was calling them the Irregulators. And as soon as Keith went on the block, I'm like, the Irregulators are done. It was the worst. That was the worst alliance. Was there a worse alliance in the history of the show? Amy made the final 4. Amy was evicted and brought back, I think, in the final 6. That's why I didn't like it at all. You guys were the Dream Crushers named by Jeff, I believe. Actually, that was Danny's name. And when I was in the house, the name of the alliance was the Evil Empire. And Danny bitched about it, of course. I was bitching about something and smack her sometimes. I hope I get the chance to play without her, really. I'm not kidding. It was Jason, Amy, Danielle, and Lisa. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Marcellus was in there. Marcellus went out 4th. Am I wrong? And Amy went out before him. Oh, she lasted 1 more week. Yeah, Amy was in a threat. She was none of the one that was dragged along. You should have smacked Danny more when she was little. Oh yeah, that would have went over well. The 4 Horsemen. I called them, even before, when I was watching the show, I called them the 4 Horses' ass. You think all the house guests should be able to play for Vito like it used to be? No, there's a reason why they don't do that. The 6-finger plan. Do you think you are going to be asked back to be a guest star or a Pandora's box? No idea. They haven't told me shit, so I told them I would do whatever they needed me to. Who do you like better, Rachel or Cassie? Cassie. You think this season should be called the season of throwing comps? A lot of these people, you have to understand, when they lose, then they go, oh, well, I threw it. I think Enzo pulled that shit. It's not fair that Cassie's going when she didn't get to play for POV. It's the motherfucking game. It's called a back door. Come on. If you got paid $1 million, would you go on Jersey Shore? If I got paid $1 million, Richard Hatch could sit on my head naked and slap my forehead with his penis, especially if it's tax-free. I think they need to let you go back in the BB house. If you had to pick between being on Big Brother or... Geza was an idiot for giving the HOH competition to that short girl. Wow, what was her name? Oh, it's on the tip of my brain. Janelle should have stayed out there with them. Janelle's not good at endurance competitions. I don't think Janelle has won one endurance competition. I'd love to see Evil, Dick, and Will in the same season. Me too. Are you going out for a smoke anytime soon? I want to have a cyber smoke with you. Who's more annoying, Kalia or Rachel? I think that's a tough one. I think I'd say Rachel, just because her laugh and stuff was just... But I got along with her fine, don't get me wrong. Have I seen the new show on ABC, Expedition Impossible? Yes, I have. I saw the first episode, and then I ended up leaving to go on Big Brother. It's funny how much bigger the text get when the night goes on. Who do you think is the biggest fucking idiot to ever have played the Big Brother game? Lydia. Have any regrets on how you played the games in season 8? No, I won. Hello? Hello? Kind of earned me like a pretty good reputation as well. Uh, do you still watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette? Yeah, my girlfriend watches that. I fucking want to just shoot myself in the head. Horrible. It's a terrible show. Kalia has the wrong partner. She could be good. What, are you kidding me? Dick, get your head out of your ass. You said 3 times they always bring people back, but then say they haven't done it in a while. Get with it. Make up your mind. Well, they have brought people back since season 3. Who was the last person that they brought back? Was it James in season 9? Was that the last one? But they brought a lot of people back in season 9. So they haven't brought anyone back in a while. So it's due, is what I'm trying to say, motherfucker. Which season do you think had the best fights? I think some of the fights are like lame and ridiculous. I think one of the best scenes was Keisha's birthday, where everybody hated each other. Happy birthday. People said your girlfriend was in a car accident. Is that true? No. Why do you paint your fingernails? No. Why do you use a tampon? Danielle, don't make it to the end. Who else would you like to win? Couldn't really give a shit. Jesse was the stupidest juice at a BB. Actually, Jesse's like pretty adamant he doesn't fucking juice up. And I believe him. Shelly is the best liar. She made one lie. Come on. I liked how Lydia bragged she was selected and never applied for Big Brother. What a mistake that was. Would you freak out Jerry in BB3 for not washing his hands after taking a shit and making a salad in the house? I remember that. What do you think about the twist? Would a clean, simple game with more intense comps be refreshing? They kind of tried that in season 10, I think. Like just making a straight up game, and um, it just, they had to throw some stuff in there at the end. People are used to the twist. Big Brother's always been about the twist. They started getting like the big twist starting in season 4, I think, with the exes. Are you going to marry your girlfriend someday? Oh, geez, you're about as pushy as she is. Dick, you grow the fastest soul patch in LA history. I just shaved it a couple days ago. Coke or Pepsi, Dick? Coke, thank you. Oh, what I'm drinking now is Sprite, yes. Did you ever find out what Jen did to your cartons of smokes after the show? I know that they gave them back to me. Why do you think Lydia is the worst player? She's an idiot. It was terrible. Why do you paint your fingernails? Why do you paint your fingernails? Why do you paint your fingernails? Because I fucking want to. What's up with the fortune teller in the purple room? That will come into play. Watch. Where can we get autographed pictures? I'm going to put some up on eBay. I've had a lot of people asking. How many cartons of cigs do you take in with you? I took 9. Shelly took 11. Adam took 10. And Jeff took 7 packs. Do you think Rachel is using Portia for her friendship with Janelle? What? If anybody is even thinking about that, they're morons. Shelly looks like Leatherface. Shelly's really nice. Leave Shelly alone. Jeff took only 7 packs? Yes, 7 packs. I was like, I told him right away. I'm like, don't look at me, motherfucker. He's like, no, I'm not going to smoke. And I see that he's still smoking. I know he has to be through those 7 packs already. Is Jeff CBS's golden boy? What do you fucking think? Would you take another family member or friend into the BB house? I would really like to play Big Brother by myself once, thank you very much, without all the bullshit that goes along with it. Tyson, I'm going to kick you out of the room. What do you think of Chima? I don't. Thank you for asking. Seriously, come visit New Jersey. I do, anytime the Jets play. Oh, actually, they're playing in Manhattan now, right? Didn't they move the stadium to Manhattan? Uh, I think a fortune teller is going to be something like Up All Night comp. No, I think it's going to be something a little more interesting. How many tattoos do you have? A lot. They all kind of blend together after a while. I don't keep track. Do they still have cameras over the toilet like they did season one? There's one little pen camera over the toilet. I think Shelley was having a hard time taking a poop because of it. And Kayla in my season was just like, oh, she couldn't pee for like 3 days. She was like in tears. I was like, really? Put me in the teacup, spin me around, and I'll water the lawn, is what I said. No, the Jets are in Jersey. Oh, same. Okay. They were talking about moving into Manhattan. I thought like downtown or something. But yeah, that's when I'll visit New Jersey. I'd squat in the yard if I had to be. Jamaica peed in the trash can one time when we were stuck outside on a lockdown, and they lost their minds. They were so pissed off at her. But she kept saying, I have to pee, I have to pee, I have to pee, I have to pee. What do you think when Crazy James shaved his pubes and made a mustache out of them? Oh, God, I must have missed that. That season 9 was just fucking fucked up. ED, which past house guest do you hate the most? Hmm. I can't stand Lydia. Well, I don't want the pervy cameraman watching me wipe my ass and changing my tampons. I don't think the cameraman really wants to watch you wipe your ass and change your tampons. They have that in there when they know someone's not going in there to pee, that uh, they're going in there to cry, or they're going in there with somebody else to fuck. But Lydia has tattoos. Is that supposed to make someone smart? Jesse, Big Brother 5. Who the fuck is Jesse in Big Brother 5? Do you dislike Lydia more than Jen? Total different type of dislike. I heard Lydia fucked Kaiser at Kale's event. I don't think that Kaiser fucks anybody. But I wouldn't be surprised if Lydia fucked everyone at Kale's event. Why do you allow Lydia on Gremlin Cave on RTV? Hey, that's Matt's show. It's not mine. I don't give a fuck about it. Do you like Krista from BB2? No, she's another cunt. Thanks for reminding me. Lydia would fuck her father? I don't know. Ask her. Do you turn off your mics when you go in the toilet, or does BB turn off your feed? The mics are like in the house and stuff. They just use the mics that are on you for to kind of amplify them for the show. Um, no, actually, when I was getting prepped to go into the house, the audio guys came in and they're like, "And can you do us a favor and not stick the mic on your ass every time you fart this time?" I'm like, "No promises, motherfucker." Everything about Lydia is pre-planned. She tries hard to be weird. That's Lydia's thing. She's like so typical, and you're right. She does try really hard. Who is the hottest BB girl ever? Hmm. I don't know. I think Cassie's pretty much up there. Cassie's beautiful. She really is. Um, and Janelle was smoking hot. But so far as like strict, like just beautiful girl, I think that probably Cassie is like, I don't know. If they asked you to pick a twist, what would it be? I told you, I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. What's your favorite season of Big Brother? I really enjoyed All Stars. How do you think Cassie will be able to stay this week? I think that she's already dug herself a grave. And I heard Lydia bitch out Natalie when they was interviewing Natalie. Lydia's like delusional. Seriously, she's a fucking bozo. When she was on the Big Brother panel with me at the Reality Box Expo, All she did was roll her eyes at everything I said. And I think I had 1,000 people, like literally 1,000 people write me messages after they saw it and say what a fucking idiot they thought Lydia was. Nice move, Lydia. Don't hate on me, but I think Danny is the most gorgeous in the house this season. But Cassie's a close second. Just something weird about Cassie I can't quite figure out. Cassie's a beautiful girl. And Cassie's cool as shit. Do you talk to Nick from your season? Yes. Do you think Jeff will propose to Jordan on the season? God, I hope not. It's so cheesy and so lame. Would you have fucked any of this season's cast members on the show? I have a girlfriend I'm really happy with. She's cool as shit. She's gorgeous. She's only 12 years younger than I am. And she doesn't want any kids. Cassie looks like Olivia Wilde. Everybody keeps comparing the two. Any chance of replacing Lydia with Howie on the Gremlin Cave? Listen, I don't have anything to do with the motherfucking Gremlin Cave. It's not my deal. Who's smarter, Jordan or Portia? Portia. Thoughts on April from BB10. Is she still fucking Ollie? Do you think Grodner's ruining the show? The ratings have been great. I don't know what they were for tonight. I heard that the ratings for the first 3 episodes, and I'm not saying because of me or anything like that, but they were like huge ratings. The best in like season 3 or 4. And the last episode, after they announced I was leaving, was down 18%. I'm not saying it's because of me. I'm just saying coincidence? Maybe it was Keith. Was it because Keith is gone? What do I think of Natalie's game from season 11? I think she was a floater. They took credit for way too much. Who had the best gameplay in Big Brother history? Dr. Oh, jeez, Dr. Will. Do you watch America's Got Talent? Actually, yes, I do. I haven't been thrilled with it this season so far, though. Do you think they rigged the show for Jeff and Jordan? No, I think that they're both going to be gone this season. I got blocked by Lydia for calling her a bitch. Lydia blocked me for calling. She was like, "Oh, I'm like the coolest chica." Oh no, it wasn't chica. What did she call herself? Chola. It's just Chola girls or something like that. I'm like, oh, what are you, a glorified beaner? And then she blocked me. How come they don't get a lot of libations? Because some people have ruined their life on television getting drunk. Yay, go Brenchel. Yeah, well, everybody has fans. Were you one of them, Dick? I don't know what the hell you're talking about in here. Which season do you think was the hardest? They're all hard in their own ways. I mean, it's not easy to win that show. There's 14 people out to cut your throat. Um, do you play any computer games? No. Is the Big Brother hot tub nasty? No, I always put a lot of chemicals in it. Did they even have libations? Yeah, it's the same as they give now. It's like 2 bottles of wine, 1 red, 1 white, and like 9 beers when you have this many people in there. Doesn't go very far. Would you go to Brenchel's wedding? I'm on good terms with them. Maybe. I don't live in California, so I wouldn't be like traveling to go. I didn't even travel to go on to see. I didn't travel to go see my one of my good friends' weddings. Uh, so, would you ever have a showmance? I have a girlfriend. Do you think Janelle should have won BB All Stars? Janelle took her hand off the key. That she laid her own fate. Would you accept to be America's Players, win BB again, or have a lifetime relationship with Danny? Those three very different questions from each other. Would you accept to be America's player? I would rather play my own game. I've had to play with Danielle now one and a little bit this season. I would like to play my own game. Thank you. Where can I find your chat schedule? It's whenever I feel like it. Thank you very much. Wow, 22,998 total viewers for this chat, with 500 here now. And I'm actually, this has been 2 hours. I'm going to call it a wrap. Hey, Evel, is it possible to still vote for you for America's favorite? Do you qualify? I don't know, but I'm going to ask everyone to please vote for me for America's favorite. I'm going to start my petition, my campaign right now for America's favorite, and I really would appreciate everyone's vote. I was part of the season, and I hope that they put my name up there. And I'm gonna really hit it hard towards the end of the season. That would be awesome, and I would really appreciate it. So, anyhow, thanks you guys. I will be talking to you soon, and we'll schedule another one of these. But I am going to start some recaps and stuff. So when I'll let you know when I'm looking for some video mailbag questions for my show. So it'll be fun. The show will be fun. I'll have a bunch of past house guests joining me and stuff. It'll be a good time. Anyhow, thanks for coming, and I will talk to you soon. Later, baloney tits. Is that for me? All right, I'm out.